Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an unboxing video for you. Last week, I believe it was, I did a Second & Charles book haul. If you're unfamiliar with Second & Charles, they have used books, they have used video games, used music, they have musical instruments, they have comic books, they have all kinds of wonderful things. They'll buy your used stuff and then give you cash or store credit. And I love going there because I love cheap books. And they have used books that are inexpensive and yet really good quality, and that is amazing. So I did that book haul, and Second & Charles sought me out via Twitter and said, hey, thank you for the shout out. We would like to give you more books. And I'm like, you know what? I always want more books. Thank you, Second & Charles. So my box came today, and I have no idea what's in it, and it has been sitting in my house all afternoon, taunting me. So I'm going to open it on camera for all of you. Here we go. Wow. Okay, so here's the letter. They sent me a letter, and it says, Second & Charles, by the way, is affiliated with Books A Million. So it says, thank you again for talking about us so positively. We wish you the best of luck with your YouTube channel, and we commend you for being such an avid reader. As you mentioned in your video, you're prepping content for October. Included, you'll find a very cool illustrated copy of Edgar Allan Poe's stories and poems from our very own Sweetwater Press imprint. We hope you enjoy it. Hopefully this shows our gratitude and gives you a bit more to talk about. Have a great day. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, here's all of the... Okay, so the first one, I have another video coming out, and it is about the most intriguing upcoming releases for the end of 2017. And I included this book. It is Uncommon Type by Tom Hanks, and it is a collection of short stories written by the actor. And I don't want to spoil the video that I have coming out, but I'm really excited for this book. See, there's Tom Hanks right there. It turns out that Tom Hanks is also a wise and hilarious writer with an endlessly surprising mind. Damn it. That's what Steve Martin says about this book. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, they've already won. Second & Charles / Books A Million. You've already won. Okay, what else do we have here? The Pope of Palm Beach. This is by Tim Dorsey. This book takes place in Florida, and it is about a guy named Sergey Storms. And this sounds like a sequel to something. So I'm unfamiliar, but it is about Florida, and it is about Floridian lore. And it says, Sergey digs into the past as only Sergey can. Along the way, he unintentionally disturbs some long-forgotten ground, attracting the attention of a cast of villains that only Florida can produce. So, don't know much about it. Sounds interesting, though. Rosy Colored Glasses by Brianna Wolfson. This is the story of a young girl who's, it sounds like, torn between her divorcing parents, who had quite a opposites attract sort of relationship. The mother was very vibrant, and the dad was sort of strict and rigid. The last sentence of the blurb says, ultimately, it is about love's power to transform you, even if it can't save you. Is this exciting? This looks intriguing. Before I Let You Go by Kelly Rimmer. This story is about two sisters, one of which is a drug addict, and she contacts her sister when she's in labor, and the sister takes her in to care for the child. This sounds really heavy. Two Sisters, One Baby, An Impossible Choice. Oh gosh, I sort of see where that's going. That sounds really emotional. Next is The Great Alone by Kristin Hanna. This is about a family that moves to Alaska. It's set in 1974, and they take off to Alaska. I've been to Alaska. Interesting side note. And to the Yukon in northern Canada. And I really fell in love with that area of the world. So this will be a really good read, I think, too. Oh my gosh, I have so much reading to do. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. I'm sorry. Did you want to know what it was? It is an illustrated Grimm's Fairytales. Like, look at that. That's phenomenal. Oh my goodness. I'm super excited. Let's see if we've got some contents in here. Cinderella, the Girl Without Hands. Oh. I've only had the opportunity to read a few of Grimm's fairy tales. You know, the ones that are pretty brutal and not at all what Disney would like us to believe. So I'm really excited to have this. And I am a huge fan of traditional children's stories kind of illustrated for adults. And this is what this feels like. I'll have to show you guys some of the ones that I have at some point. But like Alice in Wonderland, illustrated in a very gothic way so that the illustrations are more for adults, even though it's a classic children's story. You know what I'm getting at. And lastly, get that out of the way. Oh my goodness. Edgar Allan Poe, Stories and Poems, illustrated by David Plunkert. Oh wow. I love Edgar Allan Poe. Love him. And I've talked about it before on this channel, how much I love him. And talk about like grown-up illustrations. Oh, look at that. This is super exciting. This is something that I probably wouldn't have purchased myself, but that I am really excited to own because it is right up my alley. Like I would have felt guilty kind of spending the money on it, you know, because I do have a lot of Edgar Allan Poe. I have a complete works and everything, but so this is awesome. The Telltale Heart is in here. The Fall of the House of Usher, The Mask of the Red Death, The Pit and the Pendulum, Murders in the Rue Morgue, Cask of Amontillado. I mean, like, yeah. And then it's got poems. Well, that's exciting. I'm super excited about the Edgar Allan Poe, the Grimm's Fairy Tales, and the Tom Hanks Uncommon Type Book of Short Stories, which, like I said, I'll be bringing it up again in a video pretty soon. So this was awesome. Thank you, Second and Charles and Books A Million, for not only sending me free stuff, but for paying attention to BookTube in general, and even if it's not me in particular. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I promise to see you all very soon.